One more time. We back again, family. It's getting the lean on you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's leaning on. Watch it. Be careful. Yeah, yeah. Don't do it.
Herpes.
Everybody, what's going on, y'all? What is it doing?
What was
How was
it
the
not
day?
doing? Today was emotional for
Was it?
Iman.
Okay. Let's give us a little bit. Go light with us.
Hi, Peppers.
Hey, Peps, what's going on?
Um, what's up? How are you? Um, Today was emotional because I just been feeling. I'm an empath, so a lot of things that I've been feeling from other people around me.
Mhm.
So I've just been absorbing all that different type of energy, trying to do what makes me happy, not trying to project to other people because it's not personal. But I've had several different conversations with people, and yeah, that was it. Basically, I just
That's
have
it.
been trying to move and operate, ducking and dodging,
Bobbing and weaving,
bobbing and
shoving
weaving.
and laying. All right. Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
I guess mine will be you can't explain the unexplainable. Some things is only experience, is not knowledge that you can give. You cannot give knowledge in some instances, situations, and circumstances. Some things, when you start to get to a point where you are familiar with something, then you get past it, and then you're very sure of that information or that thing. Then you can get to the point where you may start mastering something. You will learn what not to do. It's not always knowing what to do. You also have to learn what not to do, and that's just as important as knowing what to do or what to say. So that's my monologue today. Yeah.
There it is.
And that's that.
Let people
There it
be
is.
people gonna people.
That's what people gonna be people,
People gonna be people.
and you got some people. Just don't be one of them. Just don't be one of them people. Yeah, yeah. You're supposed to finish that. You ain't get it. Nope.
I
Didn't
did.
make
I
sense.
just didn't want to.
Oh, you
I
just
didn't want it to sit. I didn't want it to resonate.
really
I let it.
like that's why they watch the show though.
Okay,
Like
say,
because
I'm
we
sorry. Go
connected,
ahead.
maybe kind of sort of. You think? Okay.
Do it again.
Everybody got people.
Just don't be one of
You
them
just don't want to be one of them.
people.
But nah, it don't work because you. Okay,
I told people
that
already I
don't
had
work.
an emotional day. So
Okay, so but they here for the show. They
hello,
really
who's
don't
ever
care.
on YouTube?
Hey, let us know who you are. If you there, let us know who's there. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. You had a rough day, so the world should stop
It wasn't
and
rough.
never call
No,
everybody
I didn't know. I didn't say it was
and
rough.
tell them
I said it was emotional.
that. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
Rough
And that could be good.
and emotional.
And that could be
two
good.
different things. I
Absolutely.
had great
I'm
conversations.
sorry. Give me the definition of those two. Break it down.
Rough.
Yeah. What you
I don't know
think?
the exact definition, but I know
You
it's
don't?
not good.
So it's okay. Because you can't always explain the unexplainable. Sometimes it's just experience. Look at that. Look at that. See what I'm saying? That's what it is. You just don't see. One day, y'all see, gonna watch. You watch what I tell you. There's gonna come a day. You watch. Y'all watch what I tell y'all.
I guess I'll start the show
Mm-hmm.
because I always do.
No, you are the show.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
How do mature men handle when their lady is emotional?
Mm. First,
What can I say?
hey, what's going on, babe? First,
Numero uno.
you say a mature man? What'd you say?
Yeah.
Okay, you
I
know.
might say mature, but mature.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. To know, what are you saying? Because it's different.
Mature.
A mature man, of
I
course, is
said
an
mature.
mature.
So
Potato.
okay, I just wanted you to know. Okay.
Mature. Say it again how you say it.
I said mature.
Mature. A mature man is an elevated man per definition from the Clipper Dome Chronicles from our research. Okay. So Good people, a mature man is an elevated man, meaning maturity is he's superseded taking care of his family. Now he can impact and help his community. That's the one step above. He puts his priorities over his preferences. That's the difference between a man and a mature man per our definition. Okay. A mature man is going to try to be proactive and circumvent his wife becoming emotional. That was the question. What does he do when she becomes emotional?
How does he handle it? Yes.
Okay, he handles
Yes.
that by trying to be proactive and getting rid of those obvious big major things that's going to plague her. He tries to solve those problems before she gets to that impasse. That's first. And then second, he going to have to understand, if he's a mature man, he knows her nature. He understands how she ticks. He understands how she moves. He knows the majority of her thoughts, her needs, and her wants. So then he'll know how to interact. It's kind of like that double dutch. He'll know how to jump in and time that thing. He'll come in when it's necessary. He'll move within her emotions in that situation, and he can help her walk through that. Yes.
Okay. All right. When do men know that they are in love?
Oh, again, back to my monologue. There are some things you cannot explain. When a man is in love, he gonna know it. It's not his boys gonna know it. It's not
everybody gonna
know. Well, the people that's close to him, okay, him and his boys,
when I say
they gonna know.
I mean the
his mom, his aunts, I don't know how close they are, but his boys, they're gonna automatically know. They're gonna say, "Oh man, she got you," blah blah blah. Then they're gonna start saying the player card, and you're gonna go through all the you hand packed, or you coming straight up for the milk off the breast, blah blah blah, all this stuff. So he's gonna know because he's gonna do things against his will, and he's gonna be smiling while he does it. He's going to be missing her while he with her because he knows she has to leave. He's going to be calling her when she gone or texting her or emailing her or whatever, making contact, reaching out. Mm-hmm. He'll send things to her job. He's going to constantly be putting her first before he think about himself. He's going to be thinking about her. He's going to incorporate her into his major situations in his life. His friends, his family, his children. She's going to be involved in that when he is in love. All that.
Okay. All right. When do men know that they are out of love?
When he does the direct opposite of everything I just told you. When he takes her out of that circle, when his friends know that he ain't with her, when he stops including her in the very major important, the exact opposite is what he's gonna do, and she's gonna know. Okay. Now she can be in denial, but she'll know.
Okay. What are some key things women miss about their man, and how can they pay attention?
Key. Ooh, first. All right. So let's kind of say, if your dad or your man, husband, or boyfriend is a mechanic, a used car is not a problem because you already got a mechanic. So you solved a very huge problem with the used car because the man in your life is a mechanic. Okay. With the man, she has to know his nature. Who is he? What makes him tick? How does he respond in major situations? What are his needs? What are his wants? How is he going to respond to her doing what she does? If she likes to travel, is he going to want to travel with you? If she's a socialite, is he going to socialize with you? She has to know how he moves. Mm-hmm. If he's more of an extrovert, she's probably going to have to step up. If he's an extrovert, she's probably going to have to balance him out and be an introvert. Yes. If she's vice versa, if she's an introvert, she might need him to be the extrovert. Mm-hmm. She needs to understand, again, his nature first. If that's like having a mechanic for a used car, no matter what happens to that car, he's going to be able to handle that, your father, brother, husband, or whoever. So you want to have things in place to where if you're with your man, use your father, your cousin, your big brother, your uncle, you need another man to kind of help you translate what he's saying, because communication is usually lost in translation. Just because y'all hear us say something, that doesn't mean that's what we mean. Okay. So you're going to need a man in your life to help you understand his nature and what he's trying to say. So understanding his nature is first, understanding that he's not going to be a talker like you. He is not your girlfriend. He's not going to be emotional. And he's not going to interact with you the way that you want him to every day.
Right.
So you have to learn, and ladies too, get you what's called a timeout. A timeout means it's a very critical emotional point in a conversation or situation in your relationship, and you get a timeout where you get to say, stop, that's it, hold up, let me step back, pull back, then get your bearings. Don't keep engaging with that pink tornado, ladies, because y'all know y'all can get real twisted and wicked with that tornado. So be very careful how you speak to your man. If you love him and you want to be with him, because he's listening to what you say. You might think he ignoring you. Oh, he heard what you said because he coming to the barbershop and he telling his boys and they coming to sit down and they talking about you. Be careful what you let come out your mouth. So make sure that your tongue does not become that pink tornado that is very destructive. That's it. You'll be good if you can get that down, those things.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What are 3 mistakes women make in relationships with men?
Ooh. I just said not understanding his nature,
Yes.
his needs and his wants. That's one.
Yes.
Those are
Yes.
so those topics, of course, every topic has a subtopic.
Right,
okay?
of course. I mean,
So if it's a topic, it could be 10,000 things under that topic. His nature has 10,000 different things under that. His needs and his wants. You know, his nature, his needs and his wants, 3 different categories. That could be 30,000 things. That's why you need another man in your life to help you discern and understand that. That's one. They miss. Wait, give me that question again because I had some other.
What are 3 mistakes women make in their relationship?
Not understanding his nature. And then 3, sex. Nah, let's unpack it.
Right, be censored.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm never out of pocket. You know, I'm never out of pocket. Okay, so
you
thank
know, sometimes
thank
when you go deep, you in your own world.
All right, that's right. I'm okay. You're right. You're right. So, all right. So when we say sex, ladies, understand we're gonna go in categories. All right. In the 20s, sex is different. All right. When he get in his 30s, he's gonna have a different demand and need and view of sex. When he gets in 40s and 50s, the sex is gonna change. Sex is not as important in your 40s and 50s. That doesn't mean that we don't want it and we don't engage. But when you get to the 40s and 50s, you're gonna run into the grandchildren. You're gonna start looking at retirement. You're gonna start looking at paying off the house. You're gonna start looking at the permanent stuff. What can I leave on this earth for my grandchildren or my kids, to have, so they don't have to start out from zero like me. So sex is kind of like having a child to a man. Like when a woman has a child, when she brings forth life, the man kind of gets put on the back burner to a certain degree. And the same thing is like that with sex for us. So his nature and sex is 2. Those are huge. A lot of women call me, and you've seen them. They'll say that their husband and their boyfriend cheated. Ladies, I'm saying this to you. I researched this. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. If you don't take care of your man sexually, you're asking for it. You need to change your name to Sharon because you will be Sharon. You cannot cut him off. You don't have the right to do that. That is not your position. That's not your job. If you are going to be with him, you can't cut him off and then say he cheated and go to your girlfriend and have a glass of wine and say he a dog. You don't get to cut him off. You don't get to do that. That's a period. 1, nature. Sex is 2. The third thing, communication. He is not a woman. He is a logical thinker. He is not emotional. Somebody say something?
No.
Okay. He is not emotional. He doesn't think like you do. He doesn't move like you do. He is the direct opposite. So I want to give you this is very simple. Everybody can do this. We can break it down to common sense. If you have a male, you have to have a female. We are the direct opposite. So if you have hot, you must have. You got rich, you must have. You got male, you must have. If you got black, you have to have. If you have wet, you have to have. He's thinking usually the direct opposite from you. That's not bad. Just understand that he's doing it and then move according to that. If you want to talk, he probably want to be quiet.
Yeah.
That's it. And just respect the nature. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. When people say 50-50 in a relationship, what does that really mean?
Okay, I don't.
I think society now has it.
Well, it's equal.
Right. We both split the bills. We both split responsibilities. We both split housework. But in all actuality, that means something different.
Come on.
Go ahead.
It's funny.
Yeah, go ahead.
My last video was on show me the rules, I'll show you the roles. So I was talking about gender roles. And this is not a negative. It's just that we've abused it. We've taken this, okay, she should be barefoot and pregnant, and then she should say he's an ATM. So we've taken and bastardized the roles. But if we can get some mature people and get elders back involved, we can put these things back in a proper perspective. So a role is nothing wrong with a role. Everything, if you show me some rules, I can show you a role. Mm-hmm. If you got rules in your relationship, I'm going to show you the roles that have to be played and met. So you can go back to that Rules and Roles on Clipper Dome Chronicles on YouTube, and you can look at that one. But I think that equal, I don't believe in it. I think that sometimes it's going to be 100 and 0.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's going to be 20-80 on either side. I'm not picking a side. Sometimes it's going to be 0-100. Sometimes it's 20-80, 70-30. Sometimes it's 45-55. I mean, it depends on the situation. I don't believe in equal. I mean, because we're not equal. We're not equal.
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. Okay. What does who does most of the spoiling in a relationship?
See, I'm gonna have to say, in years past, 30, 40 years ago, I say the woman did. 30, 40 years ago, I say the woman did.
I will agree.
30, 40 years ago. Today, definitely the man.
And I will also agree.
And I'm gonna say because, all right, so now
I will definitely agree. I'm
finna go to the unstable place, the place that's not safe. They steal our roles. We like to put things in perspective when it's convenient for us. Mm-hmm. All right. So when you see the red and blue lights, you see the black and white car pull up, or the blue and white car, you think that's the police. So what if somebody just wanted to dress up, put a car together with blue and red lights and pull up and knock on your door? See, that would get confusing. There's a rule, there are rules and roles to everything. You would think that that's the police. So now when you start saying anything goes, so anybody can get a blue and white car or a black and white car, put on the uniform, the badge on his hat, and him or her, they can knock on your door. And now you don't know who is who. Mm-hmm. So when we get to this uncomfortable place where there are no barriers, there are no rules, you have to be careful with that. So let's say you go to the doctor and your doctor sends you to the surgeon, which is a specialist. So if your doctor says, well, this is the little above my pay grade, right, I'm going to send you to the specialist. And then you go into the operating room and your doctor is standing there. And he said, well, the surgeon couldn't make it. See, there are roles. See, you're right. See, like, see, oh yeah, you ain't doing that. That's not see, what we getting to the point where we playing with serious and critical situations. This is not funny. We got to be careful. So you know that if your parent or somebody you love was sick or ill, and your doctor, your practitioner sent you to a specialist, and the specialist couldn't show up, you're not gonna let your doctor operate. There are rules and there are roles. Mm-hmm. There's positioning. There are titles. You cannot change this each and every phase of life. We got to stop playing. We got to stop playing. Okay. I can take the key to somebody back in Detroit, my family. I can go to the house. Hey, I'm going to be there such and such time.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to use my key and walk in the door. And they ain't got to be there. Or if they're there, it's everything going to be good. Hey, how you doing? They going to give me a hug. I'm cool. Right. If I give you that same key, you walk in that house, you're going to be met with it's going to be a different outcome. Okay, same thing. You got a key. That don't mean you can do what I do because we're not equal. It's not equal. There are differences in the very same situation. Different people can do different things. That's why it's not even across the board. You can't level the playing field like that. So we need to be careful, y'all. Let's be careful. We're saying everything is equal and there are no boundaries and no limits because there are rules when there are roles. And what we got to find out, let's sit down and say, how can we discuss this as adults, mature adults, and see how we can put some parameters and borders around it where it works for most of us, because we're going to never get everybody, but we got to have a conversation. Yeah.
All right. Okay. It's my last one. Mm-hmm. When men make a request, are women more likely to fill the request or make an excuse? And I'm going to leave that.
Today?
I mean,
just period. So, okay.
The question.
All right. So we're going to, again, so, we don't go surface at the Clipper Dome Chronicles. We go core, right? So, core is not in a woman's nature to be accountable as a man because he is to lead. So I'm going to unpack that.
Glasses.
I'm gonna unpack that.
That was a push glasses moment.
When the bills are not paid and the family is not eating, they don't look at the woman, they look at the man. Now that could be subconscious, that could be consciously, that could be first, second, or third, but that's how that's gonna come out. When we say man of the house, we want to try to change that. If there is no man, then a woman has to do what she has to do. But when we say man of the house, he has rules to the role. He got to play his part. If he is leading, that means he has to be accountable. The woman can step back and not be as accountable because she is not to lead. So here's the thing. They say, be careful what you teach your children. Don't smoke weed in front of them. Don't do drugs. Don't drink.
We are sponges.
That's right. But I've never seen a child grab the light bill and pay it by mistake. I've been paying that light bill all you see how you laughing? You ain't never said, oh yeah, I'm sorry, daddy, I paid the mortgage by mistake. Can I get that back? So you see, we do things when it's convenient for us because we like to play games. Right. You don't just go and say, oh, I'm sorry, you just went shopping. I bought a whole nother set of groceries. Right. I'm sorry. It never happens because we do things that we want to do when it's convenient for us. So that's why I don't believe that I'm leading by example with that, because you should do everything that I do, not the things that's convenient for you. I didn't teach you how to cuss, but guess what? You learned. So I didn't teach you that. I never taught you that, right? There wasn't a lot of cussing in our house. No. It was not. It was minimal. Now, you were around some family members and you heard a lot of stuff, but you didn't get it from me. Right. All right. So accountability. Women are usually not accountable. That's not because they can't be. It's not because they bad people. It's not because they stupid. It's not because they crazy. It's just not her role. It's just for her DNA, for historical purposes. A woman was not leading, so she didn't have to be accountable because it wasn't on her. So we're gonna go back. Let's go back. Let's go back 3,000-4,000 years, right? Before religious studies, before we got to that point where we had literature with religious books, right? For the most part. So when they came into a village, the people who had stood up, because there were people who were standing watching, they said, hey, somebody coming. We don't know who this is. Yes. The women wasn't, right. Yes. The women wasn't in that. So they said, get the women and children, because now it's time for, it's finna get real serious. And the women didn't stand up and be like, no, we equal.
I want to stand and fight. They was like, no.
Right. Right. They got some gone. They got some gone. And that's okay. But that's where the accountability comes in, because the man got to stand up. And I'm sure that there were some men who didn't want to fight.
Of course.
But at the end of the day, you can't live in that village and don't fight that fight. Yeah. You can't stay there. Wow. Somebody going to have your woman and your child when you get done if you don't fight that fight. So we're going down to the bare, y'all, the core, the nuts and bolts of it. Women are not accountable in general. Not saying one specific woman. Don't give me this group of women and CEOs and say, oh, okay, they do this. That's not, I'm not talking about them. Those are the exceptions to the rule. That's fine. We got them. We got our super women. We got them sisters out there doing their thing. That's what's up. Applaud, y'all. Salute. But for the most part, I'm telling you, one day, if I could get her on this show.
Yeah.
We have somebody very close to us, and I ain't going to go into it. She is very polished, well accomplished. She is classy. She is exemplary. She is the essence of elegance, right? And she does very well in life. And I was sitting down at the house one day, and she said, you know what, Dennis? She said, if I could go back, I would be there taking care of my children. I wouldn't have done ABC and XYZ. So now you're talking about a woman who is, okay, see that chick.
Whoever you think, 10 times.
Take that. There you go. Yeah. Go. Mm-hmm. Go all the way.
Whoever your woman is in your life.
She hang out with the people who you only read about. That's who she hang with, them her friends. Yes. I'm gonna leave that there. Yeah. So with that being said, for her to go through what she went through and sit down and explain that to me, I was like, wow. So here I am interviewing women at this particular time, right? And now I want to be independent. I want my master's. I want a PhD. I want to own a business. And she's saying, yo, I got all that times 10 and I don't want none of that. Y'all have seen her before. You don't even know. You probably seen her name or saw her and didn't know who she was. Mm-hmm. Like, that's how big she is, right? So for that to have happened, and then I talk to women about accountability and about being a mother and a homemaker and a nurturer, for her to go to that pinnacle and come back and say, I don't want that. That was like, that blew my mind. Like, that blew my mind. So yeah, I'm done right there. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope right there. That's dope. That was dope.
Well, I am.
You done? All right. So let me try this. Why don't daughters listen to their fathers?
We do.
Okay, no, you don't.
Just not
No, wait a minute. I asked the question.
No, I just answered it. Y'all,
Okay,
you
after
already
that-
know. We listen. We just don't do it in the capacity that y'all want us to.
So y'all listen.
We do listen.
Y'all
Okay.
just don't. So that means you're not listening because
We hear you.
okay. You ain't even, let me finish the question.
Okay, go ahead.
So when I say, why don't y'all listen to us? And I'm saying that knowing that usually most fathers that's in their daughter's life, she know that he's right. She know he right. 75%. I'm gonna give you 75 because some brothers a little off. 70% of the time she knows she should listen to her father. Why doesn't she listen? The fathers need to, you got to unpack this. Don't skim over.
Why don't we listen?
Yes. You got to go deep core now because dad need to hear this.
We don't listen because our emotional state doesn't match with your logical
There
state.
you go.
We clash.
Real talk. Real talk.
So you're telling us about this guy that we're dating. Our emotions don't agree with you.
Right.
So when our emotions don't agree with logic,
right,
then all that other stuff goes out
the window. There you go. That's what's up. Okay.
So
that's it.
You're speaking logically to us, and our emotions, we're leading with our emotions. You're leading with logic.
Right.
We miss each other all the time. It's like a two-way bridge.
Mm-hmm.
We're on the same bridge.
Communication is lost.
But our thought processes are two different. They have two different destinations.
So how can dads, come on, you talking to the dads.
You need to just listen. And this is gonna hurt.
Woo!
We've had
do it, Dad.
We have had
we gotta
this
listen,
conversation.
Listen, dads, listen.
And we have
it's hard.
We have had debates.
Slow down.
Not debates.
They need to listen. This they heart, this they world.
Right.
You talking to somebody who would die for this, what you saying.
I am not trying to debate with my dad or you. Sometimes you just have to not do anything and listen. I know it sucks. It really does. As Candace said. Great response, Iman. Good point. Daughters not listening to their fathers. Right.
Go ahead.
So listen. So because is this a teapot? Okay.
Well, that's a lot. You asking, listen, I'm saying my father gonna hear this. He gonna be doing what I'm doing. Okay.
Down. You have created another entity outside of a male.
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to raise that as such.
And love it and protect it.
Right.
But you gotta
But you also have to understand our nature. Some stuff is not gonna make sense. It's not gonna make sense. Something daughters don't need fathers to fix.
I don't like her.
Hello.
Wifey don't know.
Thank you.
I told you I don't like her.
And listen.
She ain't nobody.
So there are two sides to this coin. If you've done the work, you've been responsible, you've been her protector, you've led her in the right way. She will disappoint you, but she's hey auntie.
Oh yeah, what's going on?
If you've done the work, she is going to disappoint you.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, she's also going to make you proud. It's two flips to this coin. Now, if you are a dad that didn't do the work and then you trying to come back and trying to fix it later on,
that's going to be rough.
That's going to be hard.
That's going to be rough.
But for the dads that were diligent, you have to trust your work.
There you go. Oh, no.
We've had this conversation.
Come on. And it's rough.
My dad has bought life experiences, knowledge, and have put things in my toolbox. Right. Now, it's time, like literally, y'all.
Right. I got a
closet in the house.
Right. You got to
His
go.
Tools are on
I got to let you work.
Right. They're at one place. I got to go and open that toolbox that he gave me. All these tools, okay? He literally put these tools in, whether they were hand-me-downs, whether they were brand new, whether he opened the package, whether he fixed, whatever. I have all these tools. Now
duct
I
tape,
have to-
ornament too. Sometimes it's duct tape.
Zip ties, whatever.
Yeah, come on.
Hello.
Make it work.
Sometimes
Yeah, you gotta make
y'all
it
have
work.
to trust the process and know that we're gonna get it done. And then if we're doing too much and you gotta redirect us,
Right.
then that's different. But sometimes some stuff we just want to throw up on you, and then you should let us fix it. Like my dad he'll give me two. Like sometimes dads, you gotta give them two responses.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm talking as your father.
I do.
And then insert your first and last name.
I do.
Because as grown women, we don't know that our dads.
So wait, stop right there. So let them know what that means. All right, so dads, when she say two people, you gotta, when she get a certain age, you not daddy, she a woman. So you have to be Smith, right? Or right. Ken, whatever your name is. And you have to be able to step back. And if you did your job, like she said, you gotta let her use those tools and skills that you gave her. But see, that'll test you as a man and show you where you were. Because if she come up on a situation and she can't handle it, you might not have done your job. Now I trust her, but again, she don't use logic. She's using emotion. So the tools that I gave her are not emotional tools at times. Sometimes they're logical tools. So I need her to be able to understand and translate that. So that's why I want to talk to y'all and make sure y'all understand that you sometimes we have to listen. But if you, that's a lot. So you take your daughter.
We're doing questions tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, please. Sorry, anybody that got a comment or question, always.
Question, comments, concerns.
Yeah. So when a father, when you dedicate your entire life to the protection and provision of your daughter, that's simply said, but that means if somebody
a lot right comes now, with that.
That's right.
Because there's been a lot of times he told me you probably shouldn't go.
Right.
And I did it anyway.
Mm-hmm. And you ended up getting messed up.
Okay, not every time, but all right.
No, I mean, no, I didn't say every time.
I mean, don't make it seem like
you said sometimes. That's what you said. You said not. You said sometimes I told you not to do something. Sometimes.
Right.
I mean, you said every time. I'm saying sometimes I say, baby, you don't need to do it, Smoke. I said, oh, excuse me. I said, Iman, don't do it.
It's too late.
That's right. Well, okay. Yeah. Yep.
Questions, comments, concerns.
Any questions, comments, concerns before we keep going, y'all? Because last show, if Peps, you still there, man? I think it was big, man. He need to hit us up because we don't like Pepper.
He said he's gonna
be
on
nothing.
The show at some point.
He ain't gonna do nothing. We don't even like him.
We'll see.
You know what I'm saying? He talking. He just be talking.
Sorry, y'all see me playing in my head. This is new to me again. So.
All right, so you unpack that for the fathers, but I just wanted to make sure.
But it is a lot because it is hurtful. But it's also hurtful both ways. Like we don't want to be mad at you. It's not intentional. But when you don't listen to us, it's like, okay, look, you're not listening. I'm gonna do what I need to do, and then that creates a larger wedge. Because I remember sometimes I tell my dad, listen to me. I understand where you're coming from. Well, I don't because I don't have children. But I see where you're coming from. But you gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. Y'all can't fix everything. Can't fix it.
But what happened when you love something more than you love yourself?
Listen, we cannot explain it to you.
Like we can't explain it to y'all.
Okay.
You're not just a person to us.
Vice versa. You gotta let us go. Okay, wait. Is he? No. Oh, wait. I don't know. Is he talking about me? About the don't like you? Probably.
Yeah, Peppers. I'm talking about, man. Yeah, I don't like you. I'm talking about you. We don't want you on the show, and we not happy you here right now. Yes, sir. We talking about you. So, hey, Pep, for real. You know, if you got a question or comment, you made the other show, man, was dope, man. We really appreciated you, man. For real. Yes. I'm just acting silly. All right, so, well, you said, what did you end up? You said
y'all
you have to.
Sometimes y'all gotta,
don't let
you have to. Okay, it's like, okay, when you start a new job, that's fatherhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
You sign this application, you sign the birth certificate, cool. Certificate, cool. Then you get on the job training, raising her, right? Mm-hmm. Then you actually have to perform the job. Mm-hmm. I think that's your daughter's adulthood.
Right. Come on. Oh, because say that again. That was hot. No, that was hot. See, that was hot. No. Say that again. Go back. Do that again. That was hot. No, that was hot. That was hot.
Okay. When you apply for the job, you sign your paperwork. That's the birth certificate. Mm-hmm. On the job training is your actual fatherhood skills. Mm-hmm. Then when she's an adult, you are on the job. Like you are released from training.
Right. And so now you got to perform.
Right.
Based
and
off your
most,
training.
Yes. And most
Ooh.
bosses would tell you, we've trained you on this. I
That's
don't
right.
understand
You
why
got
you're
it.
coming to me.
Why you
and
tripping?
you're confused.
Yo, that's it.
So now
That was hot.
I thought about this the other day because I'm a workaholic. If you know me, workaholic. Our relationship is out of the on the job training. Now it's every day I wake up.
Yep.
What tools?
Yeah.
Statements, jokes,
situation, circumstances,
formulas, whatever.
Come on.
Have to be applied.
Quiet!
Have to be applied because
y'all should have heard that. That was funny. Y'all didn't hear that was funny.
So it has to just be applied. And sometimes I have to look at my dad and just be like, listen, sit in your chair, smoke your cigar, and let it go. And that's it.
Okay. That's like saying, okay.
It doesn't, listen, fathers, don't make no sense.
Don't make no sense.
You're thinking logically, okay? I'm trying to teach you how to be emotional.
Look, okay,
your
there you go.
Is going to be, listen, sometimes she gonna wake up and not like herself, and it is nothing against you. You gotta know that it's not personal. She gonna wake up and not like herself. There are things, okay. I know y'all don't understand this. Y'all probably learned this in the 9th grade and y'all forgot about it.
This is respect to what you're saying.
Estrogen and testosterone are two totally different hormones.
They're the direct opposite. Yes.
Okay.
Come on.
So when y'all are feeling very macho man, we're feeling daisies, lollipops, and Candyland. Okay.
What you say? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you sometimes an attitude is just estrogen trying to balance itself out in the body
through testosterone.
Yes.
Yes. Like
or just in our body in general.
Because you're a woman, yes,
right.
That's your
so
testosterone.
When she's from 10 to like 14,
woo,
that estrogen is now releasing itself.
That's hot.
And going different places in her body, and she doesn't know what that is. And you coming in here trying to be logical. That doesn't work for us.
So, okay.
Sometimes a blanket, a movie, and candy can solve a lot of problems.
How does he know? Let's give me some critical math stuff. Yeah, I'm talking about critical. When he need to do that. When it's like, because we got 1,000 different topics. So
see her, if y'all are talking and she just randomly cries. I know it's not gonna make sense to you.
Okay.
But trust me, it's probably what happened.
I'm gonna follow up on this. Go ahead. So they can understand. Yes. This is good.
She is going through something that she cannot explain.
All right.
Now,
come on.
If you ask her, do you want a hug? Never ask ever an emotional woman does she want a hug when you see her about to cry. Okay.
But y'all
no. Listen to me. I can explain to you.
Okay.
That releases more emotions because it's like duh. So sometimes you just have to. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Auntie,
go ahead.
Auntie said, everyone that is on this live right now, my brother is a great role model, a strong, intelligent father, and a great businessman who beat all the odds. A black man, and I love you, brother. I love you too. So yeah, that's cool.
That was dope.
Yeah. So all right, Auntie, don't hold that. Look, we're gonna hold you high, putting you on the top shelf. So I want to address the brothers with this because somebody gonna watch this and they struggling, huh? I don't know how to do it. Do you know how to do it?
I'm not on your phone.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
so
gonna try
that's my sister right there, right?
Yeah.
So we having these conversations, and there's a father who I don't know as close as we think we are. Yeah, right. I'm gonna get that.
Okay.
As close as we think we are, we have and wife, I'm gonna get you in a minute. Hold on, we got you.
Yeah.
As close as we think we are, I struggle. So you have to understand with that father, with what you said. When you love something more than you love yourself, there's no rule book. Nobody teaches you the boundaries and how this works.
You gotta let it go.
But that's you. How are you gonna ask me?
I'm not asking.
Okay, so let me. Okay, no,
like
I heard you. I listen. I got you, babe. But I'm talking to the fathers though, because you were talking to the dads and the daughters, and I'm saying I'm gonna give you what the dads thinking. I need to talk to them.
Okay.
That's like us going to sleep, fellas, and they say, well, don't worry about your heart stopping tonight. You might wake up tomorrow. He's going to ensure his heart going to be pumping when he wake up. You his heart.
Okay.
You can't ask him to maybe get a dinner and a movie and a blanket and sit down and hope his heart is working in the morning.
So then we gotta go, whoever the creator
Mhm.
is, we gotta go back to that time and ask them,
All right.
why were we complete opposites? Because now it makes sense.
No, it does. You got to learn how to balance
Right.
it.
So
We got to balance that, and we can't.
because y'all go hard all the time.
For your daughter, yes.
If you are an effective father,
Mhm.
you gonna him. Like sometimes I tell him, he goes, "Oh, I feel like I need to do this." No, you don't need to do nothing. You could just sit here and not do anything. And I'm pretty sure that caused a little conflict. Sometimes I be dropping gems and I be
In my
walking out
mind,
the house. And I be walking out the house, and I have to let him know that you've done, like Auntie knows on live. You've done so much. It's so much that you can do. Like sometimes
Yeah, you got to back up.
you gotta sit in
and
that.
I do, don't I?
You do. You've gotten
And it's-
better in the
trust
past
me.
2 months. But it took us. It took us
That was cool. Okay.
about 17 years.
Or longer.
Yeah. For me to comprehend.
It was a lot.
I
Yeah.
said 17.
I thought talking about me.
Yes.
For me to get it. Yeah.
Yes. So, Dad, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. And most things y'all do for us doesn't make sense. Hey, we gotta both have it. Listen, daughters, most things your dad gonna do in your life, it's not gonna make sense. But it will make sense later on. And fathers, most things your daughters are doing now, it's not gonna make sense. But it's gonna make sense later on in life.
All right. So did somebody say something? And we'll get with wifey. So she somebody just joined us. All right. So she said a couple things. She said sometimes daughter get that. You better. That's small
Jesus.
stuff.
I was going to, but you got
Thank
me.
you.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes daughters are fighting for their independence
Mhm.
too when we aren't listening or doing what we have been taught.
Mhm.
True, which is a scam. It's a lie. Okay.
Wait. Is that okay? Wait,
Yeah.
I want you to unpack that. Go ahead.
It depends on the daughter because some want or need a.
So wait, let's
hug.
deal with the first one though. You
Okay,
finished?
I'm sorry.
So let's deal with that.
Oh
Go-
yeah, I was
so the people hear it. Read it again. Sometimes daughters.
Sometimes daughters are fighting for their independence too
Uh-huh.
when we aren't listening or doing what we have been taught.
Okay. And so what we
You
can't
gotta
see.
find identity because sometimes it can seem smothering. It can because I've
Yeah.
gone through that period. I was like, is there anything Iman has done?
Right.
Like,
you said
and
that.
I literally said
That was a lot.
Have I done anything like, or am I just waking up every day like
Dennis Graham's daughter.
putting my stilettos in your footprints? Like, it's like, okay, did you order all of this? And that's not a bad thing, but sometimes that can be smothering. You like,
Yeah.
have I even
I get that.
accomplished anything?
No, when you said it,
or
though-
are you setting it up for me to just like what sense of self? Like, okay, we go back to the caveman. People had to prove
Yeah.
that you belong in
Right.
this village. Hey,
That's right.
go kill this lion. If you don't kill him in 72
So you
hours,
get this skin, this rug, this bear, whatever. Yeah.
so we can survive.
Yeah.
And going back to that, I know that I have not researched this, but I probably should. I instinctively, women had to also prove themselves because there are elders there that were like, hey, listen.
Oh, she had to do it. She had
we
to.
all
Oh, yeah.
gotta earn our keep.
Oh, for sure.
So you're not gonna just be born and then not do anything. You have to earn your keep.
Rules and roles.
Yes. And
Mhm.
so there will come a time when your daughter will challenge you as a father, because sometimes y'all think y'all know what's best and this might hurt you.
No, sometimes we
But
know we don't.
sometimes you don't.
No.
know.
Many times we know we don't know.
It's like this. That might stick.
A lot of times we know we don't know. We don't think we got all the answers. We just scared sometimes. That's what it
See,
is.
there you go, daughters. We all
Sometimes we just scared. You might get hurt.
that's inevitable.
Okay,
like I
no.
told my dad.
We
listen
can't.
to me.
No. That don't work for us. You can't never get hurt. Just saying. I'm telling you what we think. Can't happen.
This is not 19.
I don't care what year it
Listen to
is.
me. This is not 1945, and everybody got acres and land,
Right.
and everybody communicate on horseback. Okay,
Right. That wasn't funny.
but
That was pretty good.
there are
That's
no arranged marriages.
Right.
Listen, in our society, can't speak for everybody. Wherever you at, that might be a thing. But for a majority of the people, there are not arranged marriages. Other families aren't coordinating marriages. So it's really everybody at this point. We just got to deal with the hands that we're dealt.
Right. So
and manage those wisely. There you go. Manage it wisely. Because Dad, listen to me.
Come on. Talk slow.
If you don't put a chain on your daughter
Mm-hmm.
and isolate her dating options are kind of really out of your control.
So okay, I mean like not a short chain. You mean parameters and borders?
I mean, like, what's
That's
that
a chain.
movie with Samuel L. Jackson?
Oh, Black Snake Moan.
That
You got to do that. You saying?
no, don't physically.
No, I mean no. I'm saying I'm saying a long chain where she can. Yeah, she can move, but you got to keep
in
her.
general.
Yes. Borders, parameters, boundaries. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Go to the next one.
Okay, so it depends on the daughter because some want or need a hug in that moment. Not always, but sometimes. No, we always need a hug.
She said, "Don't ask." Is what you said. No, we back to when you said,
But
"Don't ask." Does she need a hug? Just hug her.
Just hug her.
Okay.
Listen.
So,
if your daughter is randomly crying,
all right,
hug her. And if she be like, "Okay, I don't want to hug," then back off. But
because you have done that.
Embrace her.
You have done that before.
Yeah, because sometimes it's too much. Because that emotion, okay, I can't explain this to y'all fathers, but the emotional connection that we have with y'all is organic if you've done the work.
Right. You got to do the work.
And it could be heavy. Like, we already are feeling like heavy emotions, and then like you coming over and like circumventing some things could be heavy as well.
Sure.
It's really hard to explain.
We can understand that.
If you had a loss in your family and then you get another loss and then you lose your job, it's like
there's somebody saying get over it. Like yeah.
Right. I need a break.
Yeah.
I need to feel this. And sometimes, fathers, y'all have to let us feel things. Because y'all don't feel most things. Y'all just
when you feel it, we feel it.
Okay. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one.
All right, so
some daughters don't know what we need in that moment either. Right. This is true. Okay. Everyone communicated on horseback. Yes, we did.
So sis got to go. So she all right. We appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in.
Love
do your
you.
Thing. All right. I'm sorry.
More
I wanted to try to catch you. All right.
Love it. Okay. But yeah, y'all gotta sometimes y'all have to let us feel. That makes sense. Feel. Like I've had some mornings where I was like, listen, you trying to play? Okay. I am feeling right now. I don't even need this. Let me get my water. Let me go into my quarters.
I call it funky stank. That's what I call that.
Let me get my water. Let me just go